So today we are talking and we're going to review Marvel's latest TV show, Daredevil. So this is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. This kind of but sits behind all of what's happening in terms of Avengers and the rest of it. Characters don't cross over, but there is references made to New York and what's happened in the Avengers world so far. We see our lawyer friend, Matt Murdock, our blind lawyer, obviously by day, and then by night Daredevil. But he isn't Daredevil till spoiler alert, till the very end of the TV show. That's when he puts on the suit, and it isn't until he reads a newspaper article with him on it that refers to him as the Daredevil, and that's where he gets his name. So for those who haven't seen it, sorry, I've just jumped right to the very end of the series, give away the blatant name calling. Throughout the show, we kind of watch Matt Murdock and his best friend putting together their law firm. But I like the way the show is shot, where it doesn't use a lot of CGI. It's all fight sequences are all kind of real fighting, and it's more stunts. Yeah, choreographed as well. And the level in which the danger, the kind of the characters getting beaten up, there's a reason why it's an 18 certificate on Netflix for those who are watching this, and it shows the Daredevil in this is not the Daredevil that we all saw as Ben Affleck. This is a very different Daredevil. This is a very darker, grittier Daredevil who's fighting his own demons as well. And so by day, what I love about the film, this TV show, is the story arches throughout the whole 13 episodes, and I can get into 13 episodes. I don't need to wait 24 to get into them all. I've got 13, which is great.
We were talking about this before, weren't we?
Yeah.
There's another series we've reviewed where 26 episodes was a little bit too long. Got a bit hard, but 13 is a reasonable amount.
Yeah, because
like 5-6 hours, or
it's just under an hour each episode.
Oh yeah.
So remember when
12 hours,
going back through the kind of episodes on Netflix, it's literally one would play, the screen would say, do you want to play the next one? And you're hooked onto the show. You're like, yes. Before you know it, you've seen half of the series. And that's what I liked. His story is fleshed out throughout the series slowly. So we see him as a young child. For those who know, obviously he was brought up by his dad, boxer. And they show all of that and how he has his accident and how he gets his abilities. They're slowly shown throughout the series, which is really, really good, because they've got time to build a character that way. They show you his dad, they show you his childhood growing up. They're the kind of things you like to see as well.
Yeah, that's really the real benefit, I think, of having a series, having it stretched across a series. Is we really get the character of Daredevil built up slowly, and get to feel that he's more of a fleshed out, sort of he's a normal guy. He feel like he's been developed properly.
Yeah.
There's nothing sort of cartoony and rushed about it.
No, and I like that there are things going on which cause him to have conflicts with his day-to-day goings on as a lawyer, as well as his outings as in the evening in his black mask as the Daredevil. And it's not your clean, typical Marvel character. This guy's got some serious baggage with him, because he's committing crimes. Let's get down to it, right? By day he'll try and put someone away. By night he's trying to put them, basically put them in crutches, if you could. If it's up to him, yeah. And he's taken down, in this series we have Wilson Fisk. Now you spotted this straight away as soon as you saw him come on screen, and you said to me, he looks like someone that we know from the Marvel universe. Oh, it's not cinematic universe.
Well, yes, he looks more like the comic book Nemesis, rather than, because the film Daredevil has a completely different looking villain. So this one sort of rings a lot truer to the comic book series. He turns up in Spider-Man, so he's very easily recognised from the Spider-Man
Yeah, so
animated.
Animated series, yeah, which we
Yeah.
seen years ago growing up. It's obviously Kingpin, and in the Daredevil TV, in the movie, it's played by I think it's the guy from Green Mile. He starred in loads of other shows, so he's got a big build about him. And as soon as he walks in, Wilson Fisk in this one, you said straight away, "Ah, look, that's the Kingpin," because he had the look about him. But he at this point he's still wearing the old. He's wearing black and grey suits, and he's wearing his dad's cufflinks, where we find out more about him as time goes on and as to why he became the Kingpin. And I like that because obviously with a TV show you have the ability to flesh out even the villain's story.
Yeah.
And now
Again,
we see his struggles.
You've just got more time, haven't you, really, in a series than you have in the films.
Yeah.
So it's really great. I mean, because the Marvel comics obviously ran over several episodes and series and things. So all this backstory is sort of there, but we, as just film viewers as I am, I never really get to see it until this sort of series, where they have taken liberties. They've changed the story around a bit, I think, from what I can tell. But it's really interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's great because now we get a first look at why Kingpin was, what happened with his childhood, his parents, and kind of why he may have taken a certain path in his life, and what he thinks is the reason why Hell's Kitchen needs to be a certain way. And you've got Daredevil, who wants Hell's Kitchen to run a certain way as well. You've got these two characters who see their city, but they see it through two different kind of glasses, if you like. And their views are very different, but they both want the best for their city. And that's key in the show. That really comes across, that Kingpin, while he's the bad guy, kind of we see, but he wants what's best for the city. He's trying to rebuild it. He wants to do something. It's his methods of doing that's the wrong part of it all. And obviously we've got Daredevil, who by day is a lawyer helping the innocent, and then by night obviously he's going out and committing crimes against the bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a darker story and it's a lot more adult, but I do feel it loses a bit in the Marvel cinema. The films are accessible to sort of all the younger Marvel fans, whereas this one sort of misses out on that.
This is adult film. This is adult TV show. Everything about this is adult. I think you can tell from the first get-go where they were trying to traffic women, and they're paying $1,000 per woman and getting them into freight containers, and where Daredevil comes along and starts beating them up, and there's blood everywhere. So you can tell straight away, this is not for kids. This is not a child-friendly film or TV show or anything. This is definitely...
I wouldn't recommend it to children.
No, not at all. If you got little kids, I would say this is not their show. Avoid.
Maybe not even tell them it exists.
Yeah.
They'll be like, Marvel, I want to watch it.
I want to watch Daredevil. No, not for you.
No.
So there's a lot of little stories that happen, and as with TV shows that I prefer, they kind of they've got the main story, which will be between Daredevil and the Kingpin, but you've got other villains and other characters in there as well, which kind of interlink throughout, and you have the law firm throughout as well, and all of it's fleshed out really, really well in here. The acting is good, the characters are good, and I like the fact that they haven't introduced any major villains yet, except the Kingpin. And I was really interested in the whole series. Kept me going because there's so much happening.
One thing that's a bit disappointing is that it's a Netflix exclusive, I believe.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Which is, it's a bit of a downside. Really, I'm not a big fan of exclusives, just because, it's saying you have to join this our particular thing to see this thing.
Yes.
It's really annoys me, but.
But that's the contract that the two companies would have signed. That's nothing to do with the TV show itself. I wouldn't blame the TV show for that. I loved it, but I know what you mean. It means it's not going to be as accessible for. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of restricts your viewing pleasure to just you have to subscribe to watch it, which is it's for what it is. Their model, Netflix model, it's just do a free month if you really want to, and it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Just for this TV show alone.
Yeah.
There's
And
also
we're not sponsored by
there as well.
Netflix, so you can actually do 3 months for any other of these things as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure Amazon Prime do a 3 month, and
Yeah, but they don't have Daredevil.
But they don't have Daredevil,
No.
so yeah, you're trapped. And that's
Yeah.
not advertising. That's just bad.
While you're on Netflix for 1 month free, I'd also recommend House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, Lilyhammer, and all sorts of other TV shows that they got on there. Their films may not be that good, but watch it.
My Little Pony, Friendship is
Yes,
Magic.
My Little Pony as well. There's so much to watch.
Rugrats.
So, yeah, I think that's back on there as well. So go back to Daredevil. I really enjoyed it as a series. Not as many episodes, which is great, 13, but they are about an hour each. So kept me interested and kept me wanting to watch more because everything's unraveled slowly, like his past, Kingpin's past, his friendship with his best buddy and the law firm, and everything is done slowly, and it's done really, really well. And the fighting, it's not heavy on CGI, which is what I loved. It's all about choreographed fighting and really brutal fighting. So as a TV show, this is one of my favourite TV shows out there currently. Daredevil, it's maybe in the top 10 TV shows that I've ever seen in my life, I'd say. So it's a very, very good show. I give it a 9 out of 10 rating. No, I'll get 8.5. Thinking about it, because there might be something slightly better I might have missed out. 8.5 out of 10. Ep's well worth watching. Invest the money in Netflix just for this.
Well, let's see, I'll probably give it maybe a 7.5. I would like to see it more accessible, both in terms of not being a Netflix exclusive, and also maybe slightly lower the age range. But obviously, if you want to see something really gritty and brutal in the Marvel universe, then this is definitely the series for you.
Yeah, it's definitely changed from what we've seen so far.
And how would you compare it to sort of Gotham, which is the DC universe sort of?
Yeah, so that's my next to watch list. I haven't got around to Gotham yet, but I am looking forward to that because that's got nothing to do with Batman yet, because it's when he's little, and we're concentrating more on the villain. So I'm looking forward to that because that looks similar in this sort of it's a darker thriller. It's not a fluffy TV show that everything's rosy, and so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I've seen a little, so I think Daredevil is definitely doing more interesting things. Like Gotham, I found a little bit boring, to be honest.
We'll review that at some point. We'll get around to Gotham.
Well, you've got to watch that first, and we'll review it. Yeah.
Oh well. So yeah, so that's our review of Daredevil, the TV show, which is far superior than the film. I know you love the film, and that's why you don't like the show as much. But yeah, hit us up with your comments and your thoughts at the bottom. Press the big S button. Oh, you're a big Affleck fan, that's why. Affleck does no wrong in your eyes. Hit the big S subscribe button if you like what we're talking about.
Cool.